everyone, welcome to PlayerTwoFirst.
I'm Player 2.
And I'm Player 1. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 11 of our Pokemon HeartGold playthrough here on PlayerTwoFirst. We just, as you guys saw, had a little trade and had our Alakazam get to his final stage.
Woo!
So in the last episode, we talked about it, and Dan said as soon as possible, and so as soon as possible is right now.
Yeah.
So
It's actually been the past.
let's take a look at Merlin now. I don't believe Hothead will any longer outspeed.
I cannot imagine how it would.
Even a lonely nature does not speed boosting. 58 speed.
58 speed.
57 speed. Wow.
Wow, as a baby.
Natures, guys, they're important.
Dang, heckin'
natures,
dang,
IVs
folks.
and stuff. I mean, it's important.
Yeah. Dude,
now-
the special attack, though. Like, get on my level.
That special defense, though, is like comparable.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's like, it switches.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Machop. So,
No.
hey, he's adamant. 40.
That's a lot of attack compared
Yeah.
to everything else, though.
Also, I like that it's 40, 30, 20, 20. Like,
Yeah.
very nice and tense. Level
60,
20.
40, 30, 20, and then special defense and speed. Didn't get the memo.
And there's level 20. He's got 20 special attacks, 20 speed, 20 level. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway.
Mailman.
So today, in today's episode, we will be taking on the next gym
Woo!
here in Ekrutik and progressing onwards. Now, this gym is a ghost type gym. But however, in Gen 2, when the games originally came out, they only introduced one ghost type from the original Gen 1 ghost types, and this gym did not feature that ghost type. They continued that trend here in Gen 4, where there are no new ghost types, so it is all the Gen 1 ghost types, which are all ghost poison types, which are all weak to psychic.
Like, way weak.
Well, no.
No? Not ghost and poison?
No. In Gen 1, there was a mistake. Ghost is supposed to be super effective against poison. Or psychic, excuse me.
Okay.
And in Gen 1, it was a mistake where Ghost did not affect Psychic, and Psychic was super effective against poison.
Oh, right. Other way around. Dark Ghost, you're afraid of it. Poison, physical.
Ghost is super effective against
Yeah.
Psychic.
Yes.
Yeah. But in Gen 1, it was backwards.
Gotcha.
So
So is Psychic not the look? Well,
Psychic is the look.
okay.
That's why we evolved our Alakazam.
Right, but it doesn't cancel out because Ghost is super effective against Psychic. and Psychic-
Ghost does not resist Psychic, no.
Ah.
It's super effective against Psychic, yes, but it does not resist it.
I forget those are different things. Can you inflict any damage on our Pokemon? Yeah, sure can.
Do you remember
Watch me.
Do you remember what types Ghastly is immune to?
Yes! Normal fighting and ground.
There you go.
I did know that. I had that information
I said
already.
remember. I said remember. I didn't say you.
No, even the first time. I knew it. It was information that I knew. I just was struggling.
Can you name the two types that are weak to themselves?
Dragon and... I'm getting there. Slowly. No.
No? You want a hint?
Yes.
Why did I ask you this question now?
Is it poison? Ghost. It's Ghost.
I mean, I guess you could argue.
I did know that.
I guess you could argue
not
this is a
when I
poison
needed
type
to.
gym as much as it's a ghost type gym.
Yeah.
Because they're all ghost poison types. Everything in this gym is Ghastly Haunter or Gengar. I don't know why. They've introduced Mischievous in second gen, and then they didn't use it in the ghost type gym they introduced in second gen.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's the first and only at the time pure ghost type. Like, use it in your ghost type gym. And they're like, it's not good enough to be in this gym. I don't think that's actually what they said, but that's what it felt like.
Gym?
Fourth gym.
Faulkner, Bugsy, Whitney.
Yep.
You're right. He's right. If I ever am right and he's not...
So anyway, this gym is going to be a cakewalk for a little while, but there will be a bit of a level spike going into the gym leader, so just bear that in mind. So there are a couple of required battles here. They're going to be pretty monotonous. It's just going to be Merlin clicking confusion and something dying. So enjoy our little speed up music as we just blaze through some of the trainers in this gym. We'll come back before we get to the gym leader. We got some stuff we want to do today.
$63. We've gone up 5 since we
71
checked.
special attack.
I mean, yeah.
That's absurd.
Like holy balls, at least.
You learn Miracle Eye.
Miracle Eye! What is that?
Miracle Eye makes it so poison type, nope, psychic type attacks can hit dark types. That was really hard to say.
Sure was.
Well, go heal, because I think the next one's the gym leader anyway.
Okay. Bye.
Cries.
What's up, Cries? Good evening, players. Who is me, Cries? Who is that? My prize Cubone is doing great. I didn't ask. Which Pokemon do you like the best? You should show me sometime.
Cubone.
That's true.
It's true.
That's true. I'm down here now.
Yeah, why are you like over there?
I was like, oh, Cries! Bye, guys!
Like hiding. All right, everyone, welcome back.
My neck cracked when I did that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you panic. Welcome back as we are taking on the 4th gym leader, Morty.
Morty!
Now, Morty will be controlling the ghost type Pokemon, as we mentioned before. And will have a pretty scary team. His first Pokemon is going to be a Ghastly. This Ghastly is level 21 and knows Lick, Spite, Mean Look, and Curse.
Woo!
So his strategy is going to be cursing you so that he takes away a lot of your HP, and mean looking you so that you aren't able to switch out, so you have to die to your curse. Our strategy is to hit him with Psybeam.
We got Psybeam, in case you didn't see that.
Yes, we got Psybeam, and then it was on the screen for a really long time.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, his next Pokemon is going to be a level 21 Haunter. This Haunter knows Hypnosis, Dream Eater, Curse, and Nightmare.
Wow.
So the strategy with this one is to put you to sleep and then give you a nightmare so that you're losing health, and then eat your dream while you're asleep. So if you ever wake up, it has a lot of trouble.
Unfortunately,
our strategy is to click Psybeam. And continue getting these absurd level ups.
Remember when we checked on Hothead and Merlin, and Hothead had 57 speed and Merlin had 58 speed?
It's been 4 levels.
Not that anymore. 5. Merlin was level 20.
Ah, you're right. His next Pokemon is going to be Gengar. This is his ace. It is level 25. It knows Hypnosis, Shadow Ball, Mean Look, and Sucker Punch. I'm surprised he didn't go for Sucker Punch. This Pokemon will be holding a Citrus Berry, so if it survives this Psybeam, it will eat it.
Was that a crit?
That was a crit. Gengar is actually a really cool Pokemon. I really like Gengar. This is the first time we're seeing, obviously in the first gen or the second gen games it was the first time, but this is the time we see a fully evolved like trait evolution Pokemon, which is pretty cool. We see that again later in this game actually by a gym leader. And his final Pokemon is going to be a level 23 Haunter. This thing knows Curse, Mean Look, Sucker Punch, and Nightshade. So, all in all, a difficult battle for some trainers. However, one strategy you can employ some of the time is to use a fighting type that has Foresight, because it can't get hit by a lot of their attacks. So that's an option. And another option would be to use a normal type that happens to know a ghost type or psychic type attack. With that, we get the Fog Badge and TM30. TM30 will contain Shadow Ball, which is a really, really good ghost type attack. Actually, I think the best ghost type attack in this game.
Ooh.
And you can slap that straight onto Merlin.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's Shadow Ball. The cost of damage and may reduce special defense. Use it if it appeals to you.
Oh,
Bye.
It appeals to us.
Bye. Bye. Hey.
I love how the time that you're supposed to fall, you're trying so hard to fall off the side, you missed twice.
Oh, golly.
Dan is so uncoordinated he can't even fall over right.
In-game. Mother!
Oh,
we haven't been to the mart.
Yes, we have not been to the mart in a while. And so you can slap that Shadow Ball right onto
Sure will.
Merlin. And as you're doing that, I want to give a fun fact about Shadow Ball.
For anyone who may have caught that after the call when I just like accidentally moved over to the map, we get fun little here's Entei and here's Raikou if you want to go chase him down. Every time you go from a city to a route or from a route to another route or from a route to a city or whatever, they move again. So it's not like super helpful, but you can kind of tell if you're like in the right place. You can kind of head in that direction. And if you fly, they're just completely different places.
Fun fact, because I've always got fun facts, the routes that they can possibly move to from the route they're currently on is actually fixed. They can't move anywhere. So you can manipulate it, sort of.
Sure, but if you fly, isn't it totally random now?
No. If they're on a given route, they can only move to a given route. To a certain number. I mean, there's a possible random chance that they'll move to like any of 5 different places.
Sure.
But it's semi-manipulatable.
Cool.
At least that's true in the 2nd gen games. I'm not 100% sure about the 4th gen remakes. But, as I was saying, we're going to slap on Shadow... What are you doing?
Dang it!
We're going to slap on Shadow
Ball.
Here.
Take it.
It's a disc. Now, in the 1st through 3rd gen games, well, 2nd and 3rd gen, because Shadow Ball is a 2nd gen move, the move type determined whether it was physical or special, and Shadow Ball is a ghost type attack, and ghost type was physical. And Shadow Ball has always had the secondary effect of lowering special defense no matter what, which makes a lot of sense if Shadow Ball is a special attack. As just like Psychic, it can lower special defense as a special attack. However, if it's a physical attack and lower special defense, it had the notorious distinction of being the only physical attack that lowered special defense, which either means that the developers just got it wrong, or the developers thought it made more sense for certain moves to be special and not for types to be physical or specialty defining way before Generation 4, in fact, all the way back in Generation 2. So, kind of an interesting little tidbit there about Shadow Ball.
Where to?
We are actually going to go back to Goldenrod for a sec.
Okay.
So we will meet you guys on the way back. Go to the side and grab the apricorns.
Apricorns!
That's a tree.
It's a tree. Is this a guardhouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the guy who, if you remember, gave you the spear.
Oh yeah, mail.
Thank you for making the delivery.
You're welcome.
What about a cave exploration? You can go right through here. I want you to have this for your kindness. You get an HP up for completing the side quest. So you get both the TM from the other guy and HP up from this guy. So it's a good side quest to do. Doesn't cost you anything. Get a free Spearow if you want it. So continue back down to Goldenrod. And we will be going down to visit Bill.
Bill!
Real quick. So hang a left down. No. You were going the right way. It's right behind the then there, then down.
Bill!
Then there.
Bill!
And it's either this one or the bottom one. Yeah, it's this one. So talk to Bill.
What's up, Bill?
Hi, Player 2. Would you do something for me and take this Eevee? It came over when I was adjusting the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Someone has to take care of it, but I don't like being outside. Can I count on you to play with it, Player 2?
Sounds like a computer guy.
He's supposed to be a joke against Bill Gates.
Oh, alright.
I knew you'd come through. You're the real deal. Way to go. Okay, I'm counting on you. Take good care of it. So, you can get an Eevee here. Eevee is a really, really cool Pokemon and is a brand new encounter, and this is the only one you can get in the game. Eevee can evolve in this game into seven different Pokemon.
What? Was I not supposed to do that?
Professor Elm said Eevee can evolve into 7 different kinds of Pokemon.
Wow!
So, we're gonna go over each of those in rapid succession. In the first generation of games, it could evolve into 3 different Pokemon. That was Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. Oh, it's Bill's phone number. In the second gen games, this is way more useful than this game. In the second gen games, he'll call you if your box gets full, and it won't automatically change your box. So then you won't catch a Pokemon and have it be like, you don't have a box storage, you have to release it. Which it used to do.
Gotcha.
So that was a really useful phone number to get back then. Nowadays, it doesn't matter as much because it'll automatically just go to the next box. But he'll still call you and tell you your box is full because why not? So anyway, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. Vaporeon is super specially defensive. Vaporeon is super physically defensive. And so every evolution has a base 130 stat and a base 110 stat as their 2 big ones. Yep. You have to be out of the town.
Right.
Oh wait, you can go to the department stores while we're doing this anyway.
Oh yeah.
So every evolution will have a base 130 stat and a base 110 stat and have a total base stat total of 525. So Vaporeon's base 130 is in defense and base 110 is in HP. So it is a bulky physical wall. So that's a really good Pokemon to use for a physical wall. Water is a great typing. It gets access to some really fun moves like Ice Beam for coverage and stuff like that. So that's a really interesting option for that. Jolteon is a base 130 speed and base 110 special attack. So it is a really, really hard-hitting, speedy Pokemon. And so it's really fun to use as a really hard-hitting electric type. And just absolutely wrecks things. Flareon is a bit weird. Its base 130 is in physical attack. And that's just not ideal for a fire type back then because fire was always a special type. So Flareon was not very useful until Gen 4 when you got that physical special split and some fire type attacks became physical. Flareon suddenly became much more useful. So physical fire types like Flareon, like Rapidash suddenly saw the limelight because they could, where before they had some problems. You can progress up to the left.
Cool.
And so not all the way up, over to the house, the guardhouse, not to the root. Yeah. So those are the first 3 generations. The next generation, you got introduced to Espeon and Umbreon. Espeon's base 130 was in special attack, so it was a really, really strong, hard-hitting special attacker. Kind of like Jolteon, but a little bit harder hitting and slower. So 110 speed, 130 special attack, opposite of Jolteon. Psychic type, really good typing. And Umbreon, which had a base 130 special defense and base 110 physical defense, so just a tank.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's Umbreon's thing. And then in this game, in 4th gen, they finally introduced 2 new evolutions, finally being a really weird word to use. They introduced 2 new ones in Leafeon and Glaceon. Leafeon is a physical grass type, which is really interesting, and Glaceon is a really specially defensive Pokemon that is an ice type, which is also a very interesting mix of things. So those 2 lesser used in general, not as competitive just in general because they're typing. Both grass and ice have a billion weaknesses approximately, so tough to use, but I really like the designs of those Pokemon. Am I gonna keep just going?
What am I doing?
Going out. Anyway, there are a number of new encounters here, so we are about to continue hearing me just continue blabbering, and Dan has to do all sorts of fun post-editing. So, on this route, in HeartGold, you can find Rattata, as we've seen before, as well as in both games, you can find Raticate, and those can both be found during the morning, day, and night. Everything else in this route is new. So the first thing that is new is a Magnemite. Now, Magnemite is an electric steel type. It can be found in the morning, day, and night. It evolves into Magneton, and then in this game, eventually into Magnezone if it's leveled up in somewhere. And I'm actually not 100% sure it can be leveled up in Heart Gold and Soul Silver into Magnezone, it has to be evolved in Platinum, Diamond, or Pearl. I think. Don't quote me on that. Magnemite is a really, really fun special attacker. Really good, decent typing. I love Steel typing in this game because it resists literally everything it's not weak to, pretty much, except for water and electric. And since Magnemite is an electric type, it resists electric, so that's great. But a quad weakness to ground is not ideal. Next up, we have Miltank, who we've seen before as Whitney's ace. So you can find a Miltank on this route in the morning, day, or night. Miltank's just a strong, really good Pokemon. And it gets access to Milk Drink, which if you're playing in a normal regular playthrough, you can actually use Milk Drink in the overworld to heal your other Pokemon. Yeah, so it can like give its milk to their Pokemon. It hurts Miltank for the same amount that you're healing your other Pokemon. But if all your Pokemon have like a little bit of damage, and you just like give the Milk Drink to all those Pokemon, and then just use one Super Potion on Miltank, because Miltank's HP stat is good, that way you can save potions. So that's a pretty interesting thing I've done before, just if I don't have a full team built up and want to do that. Farfetch'd is another new encounter on this route. This marks the first time that you can find Farfetch'd in the wild, in the Gen 2 games, and that is only available during the morning and the day. Farfetch'd is an underwhelming Pokemon, and otherwise not that interesting of a type of normal flying and just kind of boring. Next up is Tauros. Tauros is a normal type like Miltank that is just a really strong, I mean, it's a bull. It hits like a bull. Really strong physical attacker. You can find that in the morning, day, or night. Next up, we have Snubbull, who we've seen in the normal type gym as well. Snubbull is a fun Pokemon. It became a fairy type in Gen 6.
You know what I'm tired of? Hothead getting paralyzed all the dang time. Who else has? I don't know.
I think it's
Karma?
Yeah. It's how many times he's paralyzed them. It's just like just like the way it goes. Anyway, Snubbull evolves into Granbull, and those are both strong physical attackers, again, like most normal types, and like most normal types can learn a million TMs, which is really fun. And finally, if you are playing in Soul Silver, you can find a Meowth here at morning, day, or night. Meowth evolves into Persian and learns Payday, which is a kind of cool move where you take Meowth's level and multiply it by some amount, and that's how you get the amount that Payday is. Gonna drop coins on the ground, and then you get that much money.
Huh.
Yeah. I used to know the number to that, but I don't know off the top of my head because there's so much information I had to memorize for this episode that it's just all getting jumbled. So this route has tons of new stuff that you can find if you wanted to build up your team. We will not be using anything we find on this route, and also not using the Eevee that we got from Bill. We just wanted to show you that you could if you wanted to grab that.
Also Eevee.
Also, it's Eevee.
Eevee.
Vive.
Vive. Vive. There are 4 E's.
You're the one who stuttered over it. Like, I don't know why you said it like as if I was the wrong one here.
You just said Vive. Vive. It's Vive.
Well, it's also Stadiv.
Well, yeah, but Vive is actually Vive. Stadiv is Steve.
It's not Steve.
No, there's 1 D.
There's 1 D. I don't know. Maybe that makes a 4 E sound.
It doesn't. Otherwise, I would have named the EVVDV. Come on. Get with it.
VDV.
Vive. Oh, look at those +2s. Oh, 59 speed. What a doll.
I see, so you battle that way.
Hey. Thanks.
Ah, this is the one who gets things from boys.
Oh,
Yes.
sometimes they give me too much.
Yes, so she will trade you items. Again, hard, guys. It's a tough night. One of those days. I'm blowing it on the job here. That sounded weird.
It didn't.
All right, so we are going to finish clearing out this route, and we have like inundated all of you with information. We have had a lot of battles. We have gotten a gym. We finished out a gym, gotten a new badge, evolved our Kadabra into Alakazam.
This punk-ass little piece of blocks the way, so I have to go all the way back through the grass to get around him.
Or you could go above him.
It was one wide. It looked one wide.
How sure are you of that? Ooh, use Merlin's new attack!
80%. Use Merlin's new attack! Bah!
Got-y. Merlin, you level up so fast.
Merlin. Yeah, study better, Ned.
That's not Ned.
I don't know. Huh? You have that? Wait, what was the question?
Is that thing a Pokedex?
Oh! No.
Have you met Professor Oak?
No,
as we
it's
said?
not. Oh, I have.
Yeah, please have your phone number. We can chat about Professor Oak. He's famous.
He's famous. Yeah, I forget the quote again. I got it way wrong before, but the gist was there. That's not true. The gist wasn't there. The sentiment was there.
You must listen to Professor Oak.
I said like he's the world leader in Pokemon or whatever, but that's not right at all. Ha!
Interesting. I thought it was too wide.
No.
Well.
Nope. That's the opposite of what I wanted to do.
No, definitely not.
Ha!
All right, guys, so we will be continuing on our way out towards Route 39 in the next episode. Okay. All right, guys, so in the next episode, we'll be finding out what Baoba wants to say to us.
Baoba.
And going out down Route 39 and continuing on our adventure. So if you guys are enjoying, I hope you guys continue to watch. So,
until then, see you later.